we have listened to the ground. Everywhere.
What you say is within your control.
No, but you see, what he says is if IEBC will rig elections, so it's the responsibility of the government to ensure that elections are not rigged.
But they don't.
And you see, there's nothing wrong with prophesizing.
I mean, government doesn't.
You know what Rigathi Gachagua was doing? He was prophesizing. He was dreaming. It's like a foreshadow. Is it wrong to imagine? It has become a treasonable offense for you to start imagining.
But dreams are personal if indeed they are dreams.
But no, but
Senator Sotsi, what do you make of these sentiments?
Well, I think I'm looking at it from two perspectives.
Yeah.
One is that we have freedoms in the Constitution under Article 33, freedom of expression, which the former Deputy President and the party leader of the new party, DCP, is entitled to. But then there are limitations to that in the same Constitution, that even as you exercise your freedom of expression, you have to do it very objectively. You have to do it with some limitations.
Yeah.
I wasn't particularly impressed by the statement that 2027 will, if elections are rigged, then 2007 will be like a Christmas. It will be like a Christmas party.
Yeah.
I think that was very reckless, and as much as my friend here, Malala, is trying to defend that position, I think it's a bit responsible. As leaders, we need to express ourselves, knowing that we have a country to protect. Because if this country is gone, all of us will go. Therefore, yes, he has a freedom of expression, but that expression must be exercised with some caution. That expression must be limited in a way. But also looking at it politically, I think if I was in UDA, the best approach I will do is to ignore what Deputy President says, the former Deputy President says, because he talks so much. And I think they had done so well at some point when they ignored him. But now, you see, when he speaks and they seem to react to it, it makes him, it creates a mountain out of an anthill.
Yeah.
And I think it's not very strategic for them to do that. You better allow him. You better allow him.
Of government or Sotsi.
No. You had your time. I'm just.
Senator Malala, please allow him to finish.
Okay.
I'm talking about UDA, your former party.
Not the government.
I'm talking about the UDA.
Okay.
That if I were a member of the UDA, a leader there, then the strategy I would adopt is to completely ignore the former Deputy President, let him continue talking until Jesus comes. But it is not strategic for them to appear like they want to engage him, they want to arrest him, they want to do what. That would create a mountain out of an anthill. It's not strategic at all. For Rigathi Gachagua, I think this is the messaging after the launch of his party would have been better. I think now he would be focusing on telling people about his party, what is the agenda of this party, what is this party going to do to deal with the problems that he has been talking about. But now you launch a party, you don't tell us much about the party. The next thing is you are moving around only one region of the country, talking about an individual. That limits your party and is also not very strategic. I was struggling to really understand what DCP is after.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get anything.
Okay.
Instead,
we'll get to the DCP because the DCP party leader is here.
So I think Malala.
Speak for ODM, boss.
No, I have to speak about it. I have to speak about it also. We will talk much about that when we come to that point.
Let me first hear from Honorable Koech here, because you're saying that it's actually late that Rigathi Gachagua has not been arrested. So why haven't you?
First, let me say that when he talks about rigging of election, it's not, Rigathi Gachagua is not a threat to anyone. No, number one, unless he overturns his impeachment, it stands now, he cannot run for any office. In fact, it is Malala and Rigathi Gachagua have a problem. Section 13 of the Political Parties Act. Any person who's been disqualified from holding public office should not have any office in a political party. So as it is a party that has no, this is a party of a group of people who decided to unite, people who failed in public service. You know, people who've been exited from public service. Linturi, and I feel very sad for Linturi, that the only position they could give him is that of an organizing secretary. Yet Linturi is more senior even than Malala in terms of political life. He's been there for very long.
Sorry, you said section?
Sorry?
You said what section of the Political Parties Act?
Section 13 of the Political Parties Act, 2012.
Okay, carry on.
So I want you to look at that. So, I mean, Rigathi Gachagua is not a threat. He's not running for any office. He's impeached, and until he overturns that, he's not a competitor. My reference was, I didn't get the analogy. I mean, Christmas is supposed to be a feasting season, supposed to be a prayer season for the Christian community. Now, Rigathi Gachagua is comparing 2007, you know, to someone going to the butchers to get meat. And he's saying that is how 2027 will look like. Number one, we have no interest in rigging an election because it's our manifesto. This is not the first time that UDA is running for office. It's been there before. We've never rigged any election. That statement is not a statement that Rigathi Gachagua was issuing in vain. It is a statement that is loaded. It is a statement of plans that he has. Rigathi Gachagua, as we are talking right now, including a few of members of parliament, are about to be charged for what happened last year on 25th of June. The invasion of parliament and the chaos after. The architect includes Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. And when he issues another statement, it is not taken lightly because this is someone who has the capability of causing chaos, not by any power that he has, but through his tongue. He has a very, very poisonous tongue. And if he is not charged, then he believes that he's above the law. We all must submit to the law, like I said initially, sir. 2007 is something that, like, and Malala is saying, we must have to remind ourselves, like the Holocaust. It is perfectly okay, but do not use the scenario of 2007 to blackmail and threaten Kenyans. Okay?
We want to rig elections.
Rig elections against, let me tell you, Sam.
Sorry, what's the threat here?
No, he's blackmailing. When he says the threat is real. When he says 2027 is going to be even worse than 2007, that is a huge threat.
But there's a condition.
Yeah, how will you? No, do you know what these people are doing? They want to bastardize the IEBC commissioners, the nominees. They just do not want, they are uncomfortable with the nominees, they are uncomfortable with the names. The process of constituting IEBC is not complete. It is in the final phase. It is coming to Parliament before JLI committee. And that is why they are uncomfortable with it. They won't say it, but they are uncomfortable with it.